precipitously to only 28%. So we know prostate cancer is a silent killer that robs us of too many fathers, brothers, and sons, and it just doesn't have to be that way. We need to stay focused on the research, and we need to arm Americans with all of the tools to be able to prevent, detect, cure, and treat this disease. I've been through the battle against prostate cancer, and I understand exactly what it puts everybody through, the diagnosis of the strain initially, and all the loved ones who get pulled into it. I also know the importance of being able to make informed decisions with the help of your doctor and having access to quality medical care. That's why I strongly support the Affordable Care Act and will continue to defend the right for every single American to have health care coverage just like we have in Massachusetts. I want to thank you for your advocacy today, and I want to salute the courage and determination of cancer patients and their loved ones in the long fight. Let's pledge to give these Americans a brighter tomorrow by supporting innovative cancer research that holds real promise in turning the tide against this dreaded disease. It's the right thing to do, and the time to act is now. Together, we are making a difference, and together, I believe we can win this fight. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Hello, I'm United States Senator Scott Brown. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be with you in person for the 4th annual Massachusetts State House Prostate Cancer Awareness Day. But this is such an important event and issue that I wanted to express my support for your efforts and continued leadership on early detection. As we know, the numbers are staggering. Roughly 241,000 Americans will be diagnosed with prostate cancer this year, and just under 30,000 of them will die from it. 1 in 6 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer during his lifetime, and 1 in 36 men will die of it. Early detection is not just an option, it is a lifesaver. We must work to ensure better and earlier detection of prostate cancer. The work of the AdMeTech Foundation has done over the past several years has been absolutely critical in promoting early detection research. In particular, I wanted to recognize the leadership of Dr. Faina Stern has provided on this very important issue. Early detection, as we all know, is the key to dealing with this disease, and she should be commended for her work. Together, we will continue to provide more opportunities for prostate imaging research through the Department of Defense's Prostate Cancer Research Program. I urge all of you to continue your efforts to increase awareness of this deadly disease and promote early detection. So thank you all for what you do.
Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of today's prostate cancer.
Good morning. I'm David Brown from Channel 5. You all look so nice today. Thank you for being here. Can I do just a little bit of breaking news? Because we do have information that just 10 minutes ago, that the Affordable Care Act, along with the individual mandate, has been upheld by the Supreme Court. So what was Obamacare is now AmeriCare. So that is exciting. And what's also exciting is the support that we have here today, from Senate President to Speaker of the House to a huge array of political and private individuals. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Senate President Therese Murray.
This is a very good day for us, for the country, but more importantly, it upholds the Massachusetts health care law, which we have had in place now since 2006, and will cover early detection. So we haven't read the whole thing yet, but it sounds like it's a good news story. So, and thank you for all being here and for inviting me to be here again this year. This is such an important occasion to bring about awareness, and throughout my career, I have been involved in cancer awareness and major events for breast cancer and ovarian cancer with the Cronin Foundation. And what has struck me over the years is the increasing participation of men, because that's important. And it's important because while certain cancers can be specific to a man or a woman, Cancer in general affects us all in some way, and it does not discriminate. So we have to stand together to raise awareness for all cancer and give our support for the research and treatment necessary for curing this terrible disease. And so I'm proud to be here with all of you, men and women, in this fight against prostate cancer. And so many of my friends and colleagues have experienced this. Senator Brewer, who's sponsoring this today, 4 of my very close friends, male friends, who live in the town of Plymouth. It's just amazing. And they have, in their places, they now are standing up and doing a lot to raise awareness on the issue. And Senator Ken Donnelly, also, and Representative Stephen Kulik, for all their time and effort that they are spent on this, and certainly the AdMeTech Foundation and everyone else who is assembled here today. Prostate cancer is a serious, serious illness, and we've all heard every 2.5 minutes a man is diagnosed with prostate cancer, and every 16 minutes a man dies of prostate cancer. So that's why, like breast cancer and other cancers, early detection is so important. And prostate cancer, when discovered early on, is curable. And raising awareness is the key to preventing and defeating this disease. And I know when Stephen told me that he was diagnosed and that he was so calm about it, I wasn't calm about it. And others, and other friends who have told me the same story. But the fact is that the early detection has saved their lives, and I'm grateful for that. So plain and simple, research and early diagnosis and treatment saves lives. And that's why you're all here today, and that's why we're all here today. I want to thank you all for doing the great work you do, whether you're a doctor, a researcher, or a friend, or family member who has lost a loved one or who has a loved one who lives with this disease. It's important that we all talk about it, and it's important that we all raise awareness of it. And let's not divide the fields of cancer up. Let's attack cancer as cancer and not divide it between men and women, because we need to join together to fight cancer, make sure everyone is aware, and that's when real change and real progress will happen. Thank you.
And now it's my privilege and honor to introduce House Speaker Robert DeLeo.
Thank you very much, David, and thank you so much for the nice weather. I greatly appreciate that. Since y'all going to get blamed for the rain, I'm going to thank you for the nice weather, and I'm glad you gave us a guarantee July 4th is going to be a beautiful day. I greatly appreciate that. But good morning to everyone here today, and it's a pleasure to be with you all again. And first of all, I want to thank Dr. Fiona Stern of the AdMeTech Foundation and my colleagues in the legislature for your hard work in organizing another successful Prostate Cancer Awareness Day, and for inviting me to participate today. And my gratitude to the members of the State House and the leaders of medicine and advocacy who have been supporting the AdMeTech Foundation in creating and expanding Prostate Cancer Awareness Day since its inception in 2009. A few of my colleagues in the legislature, particularly Representative Kulik and Senator Brewer and Donnelly, have set an example for so many men in our country and our state by having the courage to speak up about their experience with prostate cancer and the generosity to transform their personal experience into public service. And I also want to thank both of these gentlemen for the spectacular job that they just did in getting the budget done for 2013. And I would also like to acknowledge the leadership of the Massachusetts Prostate Cancer Coalition, us too, and the Prostate Health Education Network for their tireless efforts in raising prostate cancer advocacy and awareness. As a direct result of the Prostate Cancer Awareness Day, I have learned that a man is diagnosed with prostate cancer every 2.5 minutes. Think about that. That's 576 men per day and over 200,000 per year. The impact is sobering. A Massachusetts man dies every day. An American man dies every 16 minutes. I would like to issue a call to action to my colleagues at the State House, world-leading universities, advocacy, philanthropic, and other organizations to join an emerging Massachusetts model of national leadership in recognizing prostate cancer as a public health priority. Please, I ask you to lend your voice in your efforts to improving early detection, which is critical for saving lives. Together, all of us can make sure that our families and our communities will not have to grieve ever again for another father, brother, or son. Thank you so much for your invitation here today.
So as I said, my name is David Brown, and I'm from Channel 5. I'm also the son of Jim Brown. And I have the kind of relationship with my dad in which I say, "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" And he says, "I'm fine." "Do you want to talk to your mom?" You know, we do this once a week. "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" "I'm fine." "Do you want to talk to your mom?" "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" "Well," and it was that day that he told me that he had been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Luckily, early detection, he's doing fine. 76-year-old man that has made a life of saying, "I'm fine." I was touched that he was able to share this with me because our relationship has not been a relationship in which there's been a lot of sharing. So through early detection and through at least good conversations that my father's been able to have with his friends, his golfing mates, his bridge partners, the guys that he hangs out with at the local 7-Eleven to get Slurpees and coffee, he's able to spread the word so all of his friends are also now going to the doctors. Because it's obviously important for particularly people of certain age and certain generations to be okay to talk about health issues, in particular to be okay to talk about prostate awareness, prostate cancer awareness, certain areas, certain topics, certain medical discussions that we may not want to have. They're important to have in homes, in communities, and in neighborhoods. So I'm glad that I have the relationship that I do now with my father. And now I'm going to introduce to you Senator Stephen Brewer. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, David Brown. And as the Senate President said, this really is a good day. This is a historic day, and I know how much work went into the Affordable Care Act in this Commonwealth, and I'm feeling one of the more special days of my life, and I feel a great sense of validation for all of the work that went into this as well, especially for those people that have pre-existing conditions, and to make sure that you will get the same type of help all through your illness that you get if you had full insurance coverage. Health insurance is a right, not a privilege. I would like to say that I'm delighted to be here and to have the podium. It isn't one of the things that you relish. It's always painful to come back and to remember the fact that you live with cancer, that you have cancer. But it is a fact of life. I leave this building and I go down to the Green Line and I get the D train to Longwood and I walk up to Yawkey Way to the Dana-Farber Cancer Center, and I know that I'm like so many other people that you live from day to day and from moment to moment with something that is in you, and it is damn scary. Without being a scientist, you can learn as much as you would need to know about your own care in about a half an hour when it comes to prostate cancer. You